In order to change an existing paradigm, you do not struggle and change the problematic model. You create a new model and make the old one obsolete. Our product, the PureSpeed 40, is the first smart stopwatch that predicts time at half the distance. The smart stopwatch PureSpeed 40, taking the digital stopwatch to new heights.
You know, being a strength and conditioning coach, you know, having a stopwatch just like this is probably the best thing a coach could ask for. You know, because it's so easy to break down every single component of what we do on the field. You know, when you work for speed and quickness and you know, the things that's most important to me is the takeoff. You know, we're always working on that takeoff for that 40 and stuff like that. So when you get a watch that's this dynamic, you know, it allows you to be able to do so much. Now I know which part of the run I have to work on as a coach.
The first stopwatch to predict time accurately, break down the performer performance to a science with a handheld device, and then is viewable on an application, bringing the digital stopwatch to the 21st century. The first stopwatch that can break down individual performer time, giving them a DNA of how, why, when, where, and what they did in a performance from a handheld device, bringing sports science to life in real time.
One of the capabilities of this stopwatch is to be able to take a 40 and break it down into tenths. First 10, second 10, third 10, and fourth 10. And you can show an athlete where your start was great, your second 10 was great, your third 10 was slow. So now that athlete sees it on paper like, okay, after 20 yards, I'm decelerating. So anytime you can show an athlete their flaws and they can physically see it, it helps in creating something that can benefit them. And I think that's what this stopwatch will definitely do.
Winning is about inches and seconds. The margin of error is so small. One half step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow or too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches you need is available with PureSpeed 40. There in every breakdown in a game, race, or meet. Every minute, every second, it makes the difference between a winner and loser.
The smart stopwatch is definitely by far probably one of the biggest game changers that I've ever been associated with. This thing is going to allow NFL scouts, coaches, trainers, you name it. And not only is it going to be good for like the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, but you're talking about lacrosse, you're talking about swimming, you're talking about all kinds of different things this thing can really break into. And this thing will be huge. I think once it hit the streets and hit the markets, I think it's going to be some kind of feeding frenzy for this watch. I can't see me being a scout or me being a coach or me being a talent guy going out to recruit athletes, not having this thing in my bag with me.
From here, they can email, wallpaper, Twitter, Facebook, Message, Flickr, iCloud, PDF files, LinkedIn, and so on. Scouts can send straight to GM after the combine when completed. Trainer can email to client, parents, child, client, and coach can review at home and see the personal best, where they rank with others, and more. The Smart Stopwatch, PureSpeed 40.
As a competitor, I want to know how and what am I doing compared to what this kid out in California is doing. You know, and if I'm literally like right there, he's considered the best, and I'm right there by him, then I'm going to train even harder because I want to be better than him.
I think the great thing about it is a guy could come to me from another facility, and they could just send me the measurables from the smart stopwatch to my facility. Now I know exactly what I have to focus on, what I need to work on. Not to mention that, but when you think about guys that run 4.140s like a Deion Sanders or Santana Moss or Lavernius Coles, you know, guys like that, when you think about those guys and those speed, you get a chance to clock somebody that runs a 4.1 or 4.2, you can see what parts that are dynamic as far as their sprint. So if you're looking at the dynamic parts of their sprint, it may be their first 15 yards that makes them so explosive, or maybe they last 30 yards that they just continue to accelerate. You know, but it allows me to be able to take their measurables and focus on those same measurables with my guys. It's like, this is what we have to shoot towards, this is what we got something to work to, and once everybody got a goal, and now they know how to prepare for things, the guys mentally know I got to get this in the first 10 or 15 yards, it makes everything that much better.
Like I said before, this is all about speed. The name of the game is speed. If I can get faster I don't care what sport I play, with the exception of golf maybe, there's a chance for me to make an impact. And like the name says, PureSpeed, if I can show you how I can make you faster, and as an athlete, if I can see why I'm not as fast as I can be, that's a game changer.
The Smart Stopwatch PureSpeed 40.
Production, motion graphics, and editing by Clinton Media Group, LLC.